Are you thinking about moving to Albany, Oregon? Then you're going to want to listen to this video all the way through today because we are going to chat about some of the pros and some of the cons about moving to Albany. This is a hot place where a lot of our clients, like a good majority of our clients who are people who are moving to our area from all over different parts of the country, a lot of them choose Albany. And so we're gonna see why today. And before we get into it though, if you are new here, welcome. My name's Mariah.
And I'm Spencer.
We're a husband and wife real estate team here in the Willamette Valley. And we get calls, texts, and emails from people like you watching our videos who are relocating to our area all the time. And we absolutely love it. So if you're thinking about buying or selling in our area, feel free to reach out anytime. I'll put our contact information in the description below. Best way to reach us is our website or our email. So,
absolutely.
Yes.
We wouldn't be here without you guys, so thank you. And we're known for out-of-state clients, but ultimately we do really, really good video work, high-quality stuff to where you don't even have to be present at the showings anymore if you don't have the time or can't make it because you are out of state.
Yeah.
And we surely do make your buying process as convenient as possible with these systems in place.
Yes. Okay. So the first thing about Albany, I just have some information written down here and we'll just go through it and then chat about it.
Cool.
So Albany is a mid-sized city in the state of Oregon and it's located in the county of Lynn. And according to people who live here, this is where this information is coming from. We're going to just go through and I'll read off some of these pros of living here.
Okay.
People like.
Let's do it.
So livability. So Albany's overall livability score is actually above average. And this rating is the sum of the city's data points and factors. And the variables that this weighs in are education, crime, cost of living, and residents' overall happiness. So
awesome.
That's
that's
something
good.
you can
That's
take into consideration.
And from my personal points of view and perspective, Albany, I mean, it's safe. If you go on Wikipedia, this is where I just got this figure. It's 11th largest city in Oregon.
Really?
So that's pretty cool though. And to have a high or a good rating is very important to be one of those larger cities.
Right. And the population as well is just shy of 55,000. So that's, it's smaller than Salem, but you still have everything you need. There's a Costco. There's all kinds of...
Albany's amazing.
Shopping, restaurants. It's obviously a smaller town, but you don't necessarily have to leave to go and get things. They have great schools. There's different parts. There's South Albany and then North Albany, so you're going to kind of have a little bit different of a feel, but you can definitely find great neighborhoods, with playgrounds, great sidewalks, nicely taken care of areas in both sides of town.
Albany's funny though, because while we're talking about the sides of towns, it really does remind me of Salem. There's this one long straight shot, and then that'll lead you all the way downtown to the bridge, and then you're going to go into, I believe it's West Albany. Just like here in Salem, I feel like it's very broken into the same types because you got the downtown area, which the downtown then leads you over a bridge to get over to that side. And then that's, you got the bridge. So that's your barrier. And then you're on your own little island over there, which then will lead you to Corvallis from there on. Right. But they do have really good sections. The high schools are very similar to Salem's as well. But we are on a smaller portion. Like I said, population-wise, it's a really good fit. And then the type of people you're in as well. So things aren't overpopulated or crowded is my experiences.
Totally. And who is moving there? So a lot of our clients who choose to purchase in Albany are people who are either they're working in Corvallis, but they're just priced out because Corvallis home prices have gone up so much. It's insane. The average home price in Corvallis is significantly higher than the average home price in Salem. And Albany is going to be generally just a tad bit, a little more affordable than Salem. It's getting up there, so they're pretty close. It's not drastically different, but you might be able to find something a little more for your money there.
Yeah.
But clients who work in Corvallis choose to buy in Albany and commute because it is very close, depending on the side of town you're at. I mean, what's it, a 30-minute drive
from where?
From Albany.
Albany,
or
it's going to be about
closer.
15 minutes to Corvallis.
Yeah, depending
that's
on
a
where
cool
you're
part.
at in Albany.
You're going to be able to go. You don't have to go I-5 to get to Corvallis from Albany. You get to go. It's a highway. Forgive me, I don't actually remember the name of it. But my brother's a cop for the city of Corvallis, and for instance, I shout out to City of Corvallis PD. You guys rock. Little awesome there because I got my brother in that department. But he ultimately wants to be living in Albany. My brother does, along the riverside. So that's another thing Albany does have is the convenience to get into Corvallis. It's a college town. You got the Beaver Games. Oregon State's sports programs are phenomenal right now. And so
You're right there.
That's where the location is going to be prime, especially for the price.
Yeah, definitely. And then also we have buyers who work in Salem and choose to buy in Albany because they can get a little more for your money. And I feel like 5 years ago, it was a lot more like, oh, I want to buy in Albany because I can get a lot more for my money there. But now it's really caught up to, it's not as a lower of price point. It's like I said, it's getting pretty close, but it's still, you can, depending on the side of town, get a little more for your money than
you
Salem.
Can definitely find and where I think price for money is really at play in Albany is those traditional kind of starter homes, especially for first time home buyers. I believe ultimately there's usually a little bit more of them. They are at a lower sales price than here in Salem and in Northeast Salem and South Salem, obviously. And that's what makes it more convenient. And then you have the I-5 corridor.
Yeah, you're right there.
Next to the city. And you're, depending on where you live at in Albany, you're looking at 10, 15 minutes max to get to this I-5. That's a straight shot north or south, wherever your workplace is. So the convenience factor really is there.
And another place that I've seen people who work in and buy in Albany is even in Eugene. Now, that's a little bit further, but it is basically a straight shot just on I-5. I would say it's like a 45-minute drive, so it's not like too bad. And then, of course, it's only 30-minute drive from Salem. If you're really south, it could be like 15, 20 minutes. And then if you're really, on the other end of Salem, maybe it's a little more, like 35, 40 minutes, but just depending on where you're at, it's very close to Salem. 25 minute maybe.
And once again, though, Eugene, another college town. So that's unique. It's 45 to 50 minutes away. You're right.
And then the next pro that I had written down that people enjoy about living here is that the cost of living in Albany is lower than the national average, and it's actually lower than most cities in the state. While some areas can be higher than others on a state and federal level, the overall average of housing costs, utilities, grocery items, transportation, healthcare, and miscellaneous goods and services are a little bit less expensive. So
that is spot on, though, because that's very accurate. That's why a lot of our clients enjoy Albany, but the people that are born and raised in Albany as well, I mean, they don't tend to leave, and there's a reason they want to stay in that city and just have generations there, which ultimately lets me know, and it should let you guys know as a prospective client wanting to live there, it's a good community to be around and surround yourself within. Yeah,
definitely. So that's all that I had written out for Albany. Is there anything else that just like really comes to your mind that you have to add to that?
Not really, honestly. Okay. I've been in their downtown area. I know there's a lot of arts there, so it's kind of familiar because Salem, like I said, it's just on a very smaller scale. It
kind of reminds me of Salem's downtown. Yeah. It has that like kind of historic feel.
Exactly.
They do have some historic homes as well. I've definitely showed there before. But their downtown, it's a cute little downtown. It's definitely smaller than Salem's. It's little, but it is really cute. It's definitely worth checking out.
I personally love Albany.
And like I said, we've had a lot of clients move to Albany from other parts of the country, and many of those times they've never seen Albany until after closing on the home, and I've never had anyone say anything negative after coming, so that's a good sign.
And I think it's because like these are smart clients of yours because they've done their research. I mean, Wikipedia, and read about the history of Albany and its correlations, maybe even to Salem and its housing market. Of course, we'll tell you about the housing market if you have any further questions. But they're smart because they understand the sales prices, and I think that's one of the biggies in regards to Albany versus Salem or Corvallis versus Albany. Your sales price ultimately is going to be lower. Your cost of living is going to be lower. Your property taxes are lower, which is what people want. That's what I want to hear, when I'm owning a property. Where is my money going to go the furthest? And there definitely are some properties and investments in Albany that are going to treat you well, especially short term right now, but also long term if you're looking to stay there for years to come.
Yeah, I was just there not too long ago showing a house, and it was in the cutest neighborhood. They were newer homes. There was a really nice park around the corner from all the houses, and like everything, all the homes were really well taken care of, manicured lawns, great sidewalks. So that's the kind of thing. Mm-hmm. Of course, not every single neighborhood's going to be like that, but you definitely can find great neighborhoods like that if that's what you're looking for in Albany. So.
Yeah, and you can find investments, $800 to $1 million out in Albany. You can find investments for $300,000, $200,000 in Albany. It's harder to get $200,000.
I don't know about $200,000,
but they are out there. Is what I'm trying to say. So there's a wide variety of clientele. So if that's you, let us know. We're always happy to help you, whether it's small, medium, or big. We have definitely dealt from the bottom and the tops. So we have experience in that area, and we'll treat you as well as we can with the service we provide, because that's our most important job.
That's true. All right. Well, thank you for tuning in today. If you are thinking about heading over to our area and relocating here, go over to our channel, and we have a couple different playlists with different videos all about moving to our area, what you're going to want to know. So hopefully you'll find those helpful as well, and we will see you guys next time.